Amazon.com returned 503 errors for both search and checkout. An engineer mistyped a command while debugging a billing issue, removing too many servers from the simple storage service cluster that served product images and static assets. The content delivery network had nothing to serve, and the front end couldn't render pages. Let's break down how this happened and how to prevent it. Welcome to TheCodeForge. Before we dig into that production issue, let's cover Design Amazon. Designing Amazon means decomposing a monolithic e-commerce platform into loosely coupled, fault-tolerant services. Each service owns its data, communicates via events, and trades strong consistency for availability and partition tolerance. Amazon's architecture is built on non-negotiable principles. Each microservice owns its data exclusively, communication is asynchronous where possible, cache everything that can be stale, and fail gracefully. These principles were earned through real production failures. Here's a real event publisher using Kafka. Each service publishes events asynchronously, decoupling the producer from consumers. If publishing fails, we log to a dead letter queue or retry. Before drawing boxes, we need numbers. Amazon serves ~200M active customers, processes ~66,000 orders per minute at peak. These numbers drive every architecture decision: database writes per second, queue throughput, payment latency SLA. Amazon's architecture is a collection of hundreds of microservices. The core ones include product catalog, inventory, cart, order, payment, and search. Each service has its own database and communicates via HTTP or async events. Amazon must maintain consistency where it matters, inventory and payments, and accepts eventual consistency elsewhere. The key trade-offs: catalog updates can take minutes to propagate, inventory uses row-level locking, and payment mutations must be idempotent. This is the payment saga. Every payment mutation must be idempotent. We store the idempotency key before making the external call. If the call times out, we can safely retry with the same key. The gateway returns the original response, preventing duplicate charges. Search and recommendations are the highest read load. Search queries Elasticsearch with under 100 MSP99 latency. Recommendations use precomputed ML model outputs cached in Redis. Popular queries are cached in Content Delivery Network with 5-minute TTL. Here's the search query flow. The client sends a query, API gateway checks Content Delivery Network cache, on miss routes to search service which queries Elasticsearch. The response returns product IDs, then fetches full details from Redis. Amazon's read volume is staggering. The caching strategy is multi-tier: Content Delivery Network for static assets, API gateway cache for identical responses, service-level Redis for hot data, and database read replicas for cache misses. The top 5% of products receive 80% of traffic. This is the cache-aside pattern used by the catalog service. On read, check cache first. On miss, load from DB and populate cache. On update, invalidate cache and publish an event so search reindexes. When the user clicks Place Order, the cart service retrieves the cart with strong consistency. The order service starts a saga: reserve inventory, process payment with idempotency key, create order, decrement inventory, and publish event. If any step fails, compensation runs. Amazon's inventory system is a distributed state machine. Each fulfillment center owns its inventory partition and uses pessimistic locking. Returns don't immediately re-add to inventory, they go through inspection. The in-stock badge is a cached projection with 5-15-minute staleness. This is a simplified fulfillment center reservation. It uses a pessimistic lock to prevent overselling. Reservations expire after 15 minutes to handle zombie reservations from failed checkouts. The reality: Amazon's internal architecture barely uses Amazon Web Services the way you think. Simple storage service powers product images. The product catalog lives on a custom distributed key-value store called Pegasus. Search indexing runs on Spark EMR. Checkout uses relational database service, Elasticache, and simple queue service. Here's a custom routing layer for search that shards by product category. Electronics queries never affect groceries latency. Cross-category queries hit a fan-out layer. Scalability starts with data partitioning. Shard by customer ID for write-heavy services. Use a write-ahead log to decouple the rush from database write rate. Use distributed consensus for critical path writes like payment authorization. This function computes a shard key using consistent hashing over 4096 virtual nodes. This prevents reshuffling when adding shards. Never use timestamp as primary shard key. Every query becomes a cross-shard scan. Every architectural choice is a trade-off. Amazon never optimizes for all attributes. Catalog uses eventual consistency for availability. Checkout uses quorum rights, 2 of 3 replicas for speed. Payment uses linearizable consistency. Search tolerates 30-second staleness. This function models the risk of double charge under different consistency models. Picking eventual consistency for checkout causes 0.1% double charge risk. That's millions in losses. Always simulate the financial impact of each trade-off. No system survives production traffic unchanged. Amazon faces hot partitions in DynamoDB, checkout race conditions despite locks, and search index rebuild latency. Mitigations exist, but none eliminate the problems. Acknowledge these limitations in your design. This simulates read throughput collapse under a hot partition. A single product gets 90% of traffic, capped at 3000 TPS. Ignoring hot partitions during design review is the most common reason for on-call pages. The article mentions simple storage service blast radius, but doesn't show a concrete bucket policy. Use an explicit deny for public access to prevent misconfiguration from exposing data. The article discusses optimistic concurrency for checkout, but doesn't show the DynamoDB conditional write. Use a conditional update to decrement inventory only if stock greater or equal quantity, preventing overselling. The article mentions simple storage services lack of consistency guarantees, but doesn't note that simple storage service provides read after write consistency for puts of new objects since 2020. However, overwrite puts and deletes are still eventually consistent. This matters for catalog updates where you replace an existing image. Let's run through some common interview questions. Clarify scope, entire Amazon or just shopping flow, trade-off reasoning with numbers, failure handling, idempotency keys, dead letter queues, scalability estimates from business logic. This function checks if your design covers the 4 evaluation axes. Candidates who skip failure scenarios often get re-interviewed. Always dedicate time to what breaks and how we recover. Interviewers probe for depth. Start with Amazon's Dynamo paper for distributed key-value stores, then Google Spanner for contrast. For search, read Elasticsearch's scaling blog. The Amazon Web Services well-architected framework covers reliability pillars Amazon teams use. When a user uploads a product image, a producer-consumer pipeline processes it. Workers download images in parallel, compute blur score using Laplacian variance, and check dimensions. Results are stored in DynamoDB. Use exponential backoff for slow seller servers. This function downloads an image, computes blur score using Laplacian variance, and checks dimensions. Blur scores are lighting dependent, so combine with EXIF analysis for robust quality gates. This is the same issue we highlighted at the start. Here's exactly why that happened. An engineer mistyped a command while debugging a billing issue, removing too many servers from the simple storage service cluster that served product images. The content delivery network had nothing to serve, and the front end couldn't render pages. The fix was to re-add the servers from backups, but the real lesson is defense in depth. The front end should degrade gracefully when static assets are unavailable, showing text-only product descriptions instead of failing entirely. Also, monitor sudden capacity loss in critical storage systems. This is the command that caused the outage. Running ad hoc commands on shared infrastructure without change management can take down unrelated services. Always use runbooks and least privilege identity and access management policies. Never accept a payment request without an idempotency key. If the call times out and you retry without the key, the customer gets charged twice. Always include an idempotency key and store it before making the external call. Building an unbounded cache without an eviction policy causes Redis to run out of memory and evict all keys, including critical session data. Always configure maxmemory and an eviction policy like all keys LRU for product cache. To diagnose issues, start with Elasticsearch cluster health and slow query logs. Check Kafka consumer lag for CDC pipeline delays. Monitor DynamoDB throttling. For payment issues, verify idempotency keys are being used correctly. Let's run through some common interview questions. How would you design Amazon's checkout flow? Use Saga pattern with idempotency keys, reserve inventory, process payment, create order, compensate on failure. What consistency model would you use for inventory? Strong consistency with pessimistic locking at fulfillment center level to prevent overselling. How do you handle hot partitions in DynamoDB? Add random suffix to partition keys, but that complicates range queries. Use right sharding. And a few frequently asked questions. Why not use strong consistency everywhere? CAP theorem. You must choose between consistency and availability. Amazon chooses availability for most services. How does Amazon prevent overselling? Pessimistic locking at fulfillment center level, inventory reservations with 15-minute expiry, and background jobs to release zombie reservations. What happens if the payment gateway times out? Retry with the same idempotency key. The gateway returns the original response, preventing duplicate charges. To recap, each service owns its data exclusively. Use strong consistency for inventory and payments, eventual for everything else. Idempotency is non-negotiable. Cache aggressively, but plan for invalidation and thundering herds. Use Saga patterns for distributed transactions. Design for peak traffic, not average. Ready to go deeper? Up next, design Netflix, then design Dropbox, then design Slack. Find them all at TheCodeForge.io. Thanks for watching. The full article and code examples are covered in detail at TheCodeForge.io.